I would like to welcome you to Tech Topics Chillout Tech. My name is Tanisha, and I am joined here today with Teresa. How are you doing, Teresa?
I'm all right, Tanisha. How's it going with you?
That's going good. So I am going to go ahead and put my camera and my mic and let you talk about Chillout Tech. So go ahead and take it away, Teresa.
Fantastic. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Again, as Tanisha mentioned, we're going to be talking about Chillout Tech tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to shut off my camera so you guys can see my screen a little bit better. All right, so off top, if you've been here before, you know that we do a resource shout out first thing. So we're going to go with Universal Class today because Universal Class offers courses that teach in the principles of different relaxation techniques. Some examples of those classes are healing affirmations, the art of breathing, and meditation 101. So as long as you have your library card, you can visit hcplc.org/research/online learning for access. And just search meditation or relaxation and you get to see all the classes that pop up. All right. So why should I know how to do this? Why is Chillout Tech important? So first and foremost, mental breaks are a component of maintaining a balanced life. Productivity, focus, and mental well-being are amongst the things affected by a lack of regular mental relaxation. So if you're like me, if you have 100 things on your list of things to do, you can find yourself going and going and going and going and not taking enough rest, taking enough time to let your mind relax and kind of refocus so you can kind of gear back up and keep attacking that list of things to do. I know for me, after a while, I start becoming less productive and I'm not firing on all cylinders as I was at the beginning of the list. So taking some time to mentally relax is important. Mental breaks or chilling out are an easy way to recharge and reset your mind. So again, just making sure you take the necessary time out that you can kind of, calm yourself down and then go back and do what you got to do. So some featured things that I'm highlighting, we're going to talk about Insight Timer. It is a website/app that you can download on your mobile device. An Insight Timer gives you access to guided meditations, calming music, and featured events/classes for all ages. We're also going to be talking about My Oasis, which is a free you can make in-app purchases if you like. It's an idle game where you can shape the landscape of dreamlike islands. And then we'll talk about various websites like Do Nothing for 2 minutes and Weave Silk and YouTube.com. Okay, so Insight Timer. Let me show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so here is the web page. All right, so at the top they have celebrities because people want to know what celebrities are doing. But if you don't care too much about those celebrities, that's fine. There are different things you can do as far as challenges. At the top, they've got different featured events, yoga, there's a clutter busting, nature and community. There is some listening kind of podcast almost videos that you can listen to with different instructors. They have some staff picks, and they also have some things for you to kind of fall asleep to. Now, what I enjoyed was the fact that down at the bottom, they actually have stuff for kids as well. And so as I was doing research to kind of try to figure out what to highlight for you guys, I didn't find a whole lot of things for kids, but I appreciated that this kind of factored in everybody, parents, older adults, and kids, or young people. And so a lot of these things are free. You can click on it and a voice will walk children or whoever's listening, because it doesn't necessarily have to just be for kids, through a meditation. So that's really nice. And again, this is free-ish. You're definitely going to hit a paywall at a certain point in time. But as you can see, it has a plethora of different things. All right, great. So the next thing we're going to talk about is my Oasis. So again, it's free, but you can make in-app purchases. So I'm going to go ahead and share my phone screen, and I'm just going to check in with Tanisha. Tanisha, can you see my screen okay?
I sure can.
Fantastic. Alrighty, so my Oasis. So it's loading. You're going to see this screen, gives you some kind of tips. Make sure you save your stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much the most important thing, is make sure you can save your game. So as it's loading, this is a little island. The game, as I mentioned before, it's an idle game, which means that it's running when you're not playing it, but you can actively play it by tapping on the screen, adding points. You can add different animals to your island, and you can do a whole bunch of other different things. But some people find it relaxing because it's not a game where you have to actually put in a whole bunch of effort into it. There's also a little piano at the bottom where you can play songs if you'd like. And I'm waiting for there are these little thought bubbles that pop up. Okay. So right above the tree right there, even as you regret your past, today will become your past. So it gives you little sayings. Some of them are quite deep and inspirational, and others are really silly. So I like that it kind of gets your brain off of just kind of your day-to-day activities. And if you kind of just need to relax and veg out and need a distraction, this is actually a really good game to do it. So as I mentioned, you're building an island. You can build up this island. When your island starts out, it's actually quite small and deserted. And I will show you an example of one of those now as it loads. So you can see it kind of starts out like this, okay? And then over time, it starts to look like that other island that I showed you. All right? So, like I said, there are lots of things you can do on here, but it's just a really nice distraction. All right, so moving on. Last but not least, we'll talk about random websites. So the do nothing for 2minutes.com is a website that you do nothing for 2 minutes. So when you type in do nothing for 2minutes.com, it takes you to a picture of the ocean, and there's a timer for 2 minutes. And so you can't touch your keyboard or your mouse, because if you do, the timer will start over. And I found that that was a really interesting exercise for me personally, because I had a really hard time just kind of sitting there and not doing anything for 2 minutes. So if you need to force yourself to take a break, this website was kind of a cute way to do that. Weavesilk.com. And I'm sorry, I didn't bring it up. Weavesilk.com was an interesting website as well. And essentially, it is, you're just creating interactive art. So as you're clicking, I'm clicking and I'm holding, and stuff is just happening. So you can hold your mouse button down as long as you want to, and you can just make this random art. So again, a nice way to kind of distract your mind from whatever you got going on. All right, and last but not least is YouTube. So I put YouTube down because right now there's a big wave happening of AMSR videos, and AMSR, or ASMR, excuse me. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And some people are whispering, some people are crinkling paper, other people are doing other things. But essentially, the microphones that they have are picking up different sounds, and people are having a kind of like a physical reaction to it. Some people get goosebumps. For some people, it's really satisfying. And for those people, it relaxes them. So YouTube is a great website if you're into ASMR videos. Also on YouTube, you can look up white noise videos because that's often something that people like to fall asleep to. But there's also brown noise and pink noise and blue noise. And those color hues are just based upon the frequencies of the sounds. So feel free to use YouTube to look up other relaxing videos. All right, so some thoughts about this as we're wrapping this up. Just know that Chillout tech doesn't have to be expensive or out of reach. As I showed you guys, there are a couple of different free websites, free apps that you can download if you feel like, chilling out. It can be as interactive or as passive as you want it to be because everyone relaxes differently. And don't forget to use the absence of technology as another way to relax. Okay, so before we wrap it completely up, I just want to throw out another option, which is Hoopla, which is another digital resource that you can get through the library. It's got over 500 resources to assist you via relaxing music, video, ebooks, or audiobooks. You can register online and get free access with your library card, again, just like you could with Universal Class. And the Hoopla app is available through most streaming platforms. So if you're going to be looking at videos or listening to an audiobook, you can actually download Hoopla on your Roku, your Amazon TV, your whatever kind of smart device that you have. Alrighty. Great. So thank you all so much for attending. I'm going to turn this back over to Tanisha so she can, wrap things up for us.
All right, and thank you so much, Teresa, for all of that wonderful information. I know Chillout tech could seem like it could be expensive, but it's really not. And thank you for finding some really awesome options for us. So we do have some questions from the audience. So Teresa, I'm going to welcome you to turn back your camera so we can do some questions. Absolutely. All right, so we have somebody asking, in my Oasis, what do the hearts mean?
So your goal in my Oasis, again, is to build up your island. So when you're tapping on the game, you're essentially collecting those hearts, and those hearts are the points that you're going to use to convert into a bigger island, more animals, flying unicorns, different various things in the game. So the hearts are essentially like your base component of, how you accumulate things in the game.
All right, awesome, thank you. And another question, does Weave Silk only work if there's a mouse, or can you use like a tablet and it'll work?
That's a good question. I would assume that you could use a tablet, but that is an assumption. I will tell you I haven't tried it out, but it's a free website. Go there and then give it a shot.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you, Teresa. A lot of those websites, like they're adaptive to tablets and smartphones. So like you would probably be able to use like your finger or tap and be able to use it in the same way. All right. Sure. So, and if you wanted to use, they mentioned they had a laptop, so you could use your laptop too. But yeah, definitely try it out on your tablet, your smartphone, or your laptop. And I mean, again, we're making assumptions, but you could probably use that.
But give me a second because I just brought it up on my phone. Yeah. Yes, it does work. I just brought it up on my phone. It is functional. So feel free to use it on your laptop or on your tablet.
Troubleshooting on the go. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you to our audience for submitting your questions. So Teresa and I are going to wrap things up here. So as always, we provide our contact information. You can reach us by phone, email, text, chat, however you'd like. Programs and events. Our calendar is there. Doing a low-key shout out. Summer, as they say, winter is coming. Summer is coming.
Summer is coming.
So if you want to take a sneak peek at what we have offered to you for the summer, I would take a look at our calendar. And of course, as always, we mentioned our next tech topic. That link is in the chat section. If you're viewing us from a tab or from a laptop or a desktop, it's in the chat section of your control panel. If you are on a tablet, just tap on that little people. You'll be able to get the link to register for our next Tech Topics. We'll be talking about scanning documents with your phone. Teresa, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon for our program. It's always fun to share tech topics with other staff members, so thank you for sitting Chillout Tech with me.
Well, thanks for having me. It was a good time.
It was a good time. It's always a good time. Tech Topics is always a good time. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us and have a good evening. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.